what gets you up in the morning? Like, what sustains you? What makes you happy? In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about what drives me beyond conventional happiness and success. So I think it's very important to have a vision in life and to have an upward aim and to ask yourself regularly, why do I keep living? What excites me in life? Because if we don't ask ourselves this question and we don't answer it, well, then life will answer it for us, or somebody else will answer it for us. If we want to have self-efficacy and direction over our own life, then we need to steer our ship in the direction of our heading. And to do that, we have to have a vision. So the most important thing, I believe, in answering this question is to know your purpose and your upward aim, to recognize what your North Star vision is, where your compass heading is going. Where is north? Where is the North Star in your life? Where is your magnetic north? What's pulling you? What's drawing you? What's moving you forward? Is it just to get up and go to work, come home, play video games, sleep, that's it, rinse and repeat? Or do you have a dream that you're not acting on, a vision unfulfilled, promises that you've failed to keep to yourself and to others? See, these are unconscious and intrinsic motives that we need to get to the root of, because if we don't, then they're going to develop into neuroses or anxieties, possibly subjective discontent in life, and it's going to lower our well-being, our sense of well-being. We're created to achieve and pursue and to attain and build things in life. And with the modern conveniences of the digital world, all the technology, all the pleasure, all the entertainment, the drugs, the substances, the porn, the instant gratification, the digital dopamine, these things supplant our need to accomplish, because when we pursue something, the brain sees it as the same as seeking pleasure from digital instant gratifying sources like social media or short form media content. And the reason why is because pursuing and watching entertainment, pursuing and consuming, both activate through the dopamine reward system. So evolutionarily, before we had technology and conveniences and an overabundance of sugar and food and pleasure, the dopamine reward system urged us and drove us to find things that would support our survival and passing our genetics on to the next generation. We had to deal with all kinds of predators. We had to deal with unreliable sources of food, of water, of shelter, of finding a mate. This is the main reason why our dopamine reward system is in place. But today, that system is hijacked by digital media, short form media content, drugs, alcohol, instant gratification. So the brain wants to do what's easiest to achieve, the path of least resistance. When we can go on to a social media platform and watch all these brain rot reels for hours on end, and triggering release of dopamine in our brain, well, our brain's going to learn to seek out that behavior because it's the quickest way to release dopamine. Same with watching porn versus doing the in real life effort to attract a mate, to court a woman, to deal with the potential failures and the hurdles that comes with going out and putting yourself out there in the world, and the potential rejection and the heartache. Why would we seek that out when we can just go onto a hub site and get our rocks off within seconds and have a whole slew of digital women at our fingertips? That's why it's so easy to fall into the trap of porn addiction and just throwing away our evolutionary motive and drive to go and seek a partner to mate with, because it's much harder to perform the IRL activity than it is to just find the instant gratification online. So our dopamine reward system has been hijacked. What drives you forward in life? If nothing else, it should be the mating instinct, the instinct to pass on your genes, to have a family, to build a life for yourself, to support your kids, to make sure that they grow up and survive and have kids of their own. Now, if you don't have that intrinsic drive in you anymore, if that's not motivating you because your brain has been hijacked by the digital dopamine avenues, then you need to rewire your brain and go on a digital detox and abstain from these highly stimulating digital media. So ask yourself, what do you want out of life? Is it really to stay addicted to the screen? Or do you want something a little bit more out of your future? So I hope this video finds you well. Give me a like and subscribe. Check out this one for more.